I recently finished reading a book called 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do by Amy Morin. Each of the chapter titles starts with the words, "they don't." And this was originally a little bit off-putting to me because I don't really like when they focus on the things you're not supposed to do instead of the things you are supposed to do, because I don't want to be filling my head with things I'm not supposed to do when I should be putting that energy towards remembering the things I am supposed to do. And at the end of every chapter, there's a section called What's Helpful and a section called What's Not Helpful. And by about 3 or 4 chapters in, I wasn't even reading the what's not helpful anymore because I was like, I just want to know what's helpful. Fill my brain with the positive, the things I'm supposed to do. So that was a little bit of a hard pill for me to swallow at first, the fact that it's coming from the side of the things that mentally strong people don't do. But as I continued reading through the book, I began to appreciate this approach. I'd like to briefly discuss a few of the chapters and what I thought of the concepts. I'm not going to share all of them because I don't want to get in trouble with sharing all the content of the book. The first chapter is called They Don't Waste Time Feeling Sorry for Themselves. This is something I've definitely struggled with. It's often really easy for me to go down a rabbit trail of, oh, poor me, if these things hadn't happened, I wouldn't be here, and how come these things haven't happened in my life, etc. But this chapter was talking about how mentally strong people don't let themselves go down that negative rabbit hole, because feeling sorry for yourself doesn't help the situation that you're currently in. Chapter 2 is called They Don't Give Away Their Power. This is like a really broad subject that kind of, I feel like, encompasses everything that is talked about in this book. That phrase might be a little confusing for you. Give away your power, or don't give away your power. That might make you feel a little uncomfortable because you're like, I don't want to think of myself as powerful or needing to keep power. But what this concept is basically referring to is not giving other people power over you, not allowing the things they say to dictate your emotions, not allowing things that happen to you to dictate your emotions. It's kind of this whole concept of taking responsibility for your thoughts and your feelings and realizing that it's all within your control. You can choose what you think and what you feel. Chapter 4 kind of goes hand in hand with that thought. It's called They Don't Focus on Things They Can't Control. I know this is something that can be rather difficult, especially when you are feeling really helpless. It's easy to grasp for control. But if it's something that we genuinely cannot change, it deserves to have freedom from your mind. Chapter 6 is called They Don't Fear Taking Calculated Risks. Oftentimes when we hear the word risk, we kind of cringe and we're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. But if we never take risks, we miss out on a lot of potential for growth and opportunities, and living within your comfort zone isn't really living. Chapter 9 is called They Don't Resent Other People's Success. I know this can be a hard one for me. Usually I'm able to just genuinely admire and appreciate the work that they put in to get where they are, but sometimes I can get a little resentful and wish that I was already where they are. So I keep having to rein myself back in and be like, no, just appreciate the work that they put into it, respect where they are, and work towards getting there yourself. Chapter 10 is called They Don't Give Up After the First Failure. It reminds me of that quote, I think it's Albert Einstein, where his assistant was getting frustrated that they had not been able to figure out how to get the specific project they were working on to work. And he was saying that they had failed at it, and Einstein was like, no, we haven't failed, we've just found a lot of ways that didn't work. This chapter was saying that mentally strong people don't really see it as a failure, they see it as a lesson and can evaluate what they did that time and what they could do different next time and what worked and what didn't work in order to make it work better next time. Chapter 13 is called They Don't Expect Immediate Results. In our microwave culture, it is difficult for us to wait for things and put in the work for a long time to get things. I know I've struggled with this over the years, with putting in a little bit of work for a business idea and then expecting it to work. And then when it didn't work, I would get frustrated and be like, but I put in work. I put in some work, but not nearly enough to actually see results. Mentally strong people are able to put in the work and know that eventually it will pay off. That was just a quick snapshot of the general concepts of a few of the chapters. I would definitely recommend that you get the book yourself. I personally got it as an ebook through Libby through my library. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you right back here next week with another video.